GALAXYCON Richmond. That's right, everybody. Comic-Cons are back. What's up? I'm back, Herm. Thanks for clicking on this video. And here we're going to kind of go over what we did when we went to our first Comic-Con since the pandemic broke out and what it was like. So we went to GALAXYCON Richmond, and as you can see here, it was quite a long line just to kind of enter the show floor, and yeah, it was a whole lot of fun. As we're walking by here, you see some people dressed in cosplay. It was something amazing just to kind of be back out there with everybody. And here's a Dragon Zord. That was awesome. He did have the legs later on, but it was great to be out with people. It's like we're getting back to normal, and I'm so happy to be doing that, especially with all my friends and going out here and having a whole lot of fun and getting autographs. So today we were with Sean and Kevin again, and two other friends that are new to the channel, our friend Chad and our buddy Eric. And as you can see here, this is inside of the convention center once we got our tickets and everything inside. So one of the first people that we went over to see was Brent Spiner. Now, he played Data in Star Trek, and our friend Chad was a big Star Trek fan, so he had to meet him. He was very nice. They talked for a while, and they still had those shields up. And of course, how do you cap a Comic-Con? But you gotta have the man himself, William Shatner, talking about when he went up to space. Our buddy Chad also wanted to meet him in person, get something signed, but Shatner doesn't personalize any autographs anymore, so that's kind of a disappointment. But where we were, we could actually see him just relaxing for a little bit when we were eating lunch, and even the actors got to take a break. But the other cool thing about Comic-Cons is all the things that you can kind of see. Everything from these actors actually talking and interacting with you, people trying to sell you their art, different comics, and you can even have things custom drawn by these artists down in Artist Alley, which is awesome. The Army had a big showing there. They had some military vehicles that you can kind of go up and take a look at, and this awesome Ghost Rider cosplay, which I thought was amazing. But the food, you gotta eat some food when you're there too. You gotta take a break from getting some of the signatures, and we got a lot. So we also got to meet David Yost, who is the original Blue Power Ranger later on. But after we were done eating, this is kind of the view of the show floor. And from what I'm told, GALAXYCON in Richmond isn't really a big Comic-Con, but they did have record numbers this year, which is saying a lot. Everyone was kind of ready to go out and start looking at comics and stuff. And not only comics, but gaming. As you see here, there were more gaming booths than I anticipated. I wish I had more money. But this booth right here had a lot of Japanese imports, which is awesome to see because you normally don't see these things. Now, I don't play a lot of import games, so it didn't really do anything for me. But I was definitely very happy to see the showing, and they did have some premium edition games right there. The cosplay again was really big. Here you see some Star Wars cosplay, and these guys were actually hilarious. They came up to Sean that was dressed in a Superman t-shirt, and you can kind of see what they did. Ugh, the things you see at Comic-Con. And not only that, but if you're a car person, they also had a DeLorean there, which, you know, it's just iconic for a Comic-Con. And as you can see here, it is, as far as I could tell, movie accurate to Back to the Future. Awesome setup that they had there. And those cars are just amazing to look at. I didn't even realize that there was that little, if you look on the hood, that little thing that pops up. I didn't even know that was on a DeLorean. So it's really cool. They let you get all up in there. And if you paid $5, you can kind of sit inside. But we had so much other stuff to see, we didn't get a chance. But there was also Kit from Knight Rider. Look at this vehicle. This is one of my favorites as well, just like a Batmobile. But again, another panel that we had a chance to go to was Chris Sabat. And if you're not familiar with him, he is a voice actor for Dragon Ball Z and a slew of others. He also plays All Might in My Hero Academia, which unfortunately I haven't had the chance to watch, but I'm told is phenomenal. But he was a whole lot of fun talking about what it's like to be a voice actor, getting into voice acting, and he had just some great things and to say. And he's pretty down to earth. All right, guys, and after that, we had to kind of top off the evening by going to Triple Crossing Brewery here. It's a brewery and restaurant, and oh man, it was a whole lot of fun. I had a blast with all these guys. Yep, definitely a whole lot of fun, but everyone was exhausted after walking around and getting those autographs. So we packed it in for the day after that. And the next day, we went to Carytown, which is actually very, very cozy. But we stopped and got some lunch at a local Thai restaurant. Very, very good. Gotta love those drunken noodles. But when we were walking down the street, there's also a retro video game store here. And as you can see here, I got a Morpher signed. It's signed by some of the Power Rangers, including David Yost. This art print of Batman I thought was phenomenal, but Eric actually bought it for me since it was buy two, get one free, so he gave me his free one. And found these awesome ornaments, and some of those are going to be Christmas presents for people down the road. Eric loved this Batman print and said that I had to buy it, and actually Sean beat me to it. Here is a Batman print that was signed by Kevin Conroy, the voice actor of Batman. That's since I was a child. And there was the voice actress of Harley Quinn, Tara Strong, also at this show. So I had her sign it, and I got to meet her in person. So it was great. All right, guys. So that was one hell of a weekend. Friday through the entire weekend. Sean, what was kind of a highlight for you?
Definitely seeing Evangeline Lilly in person. I just gazed at that woman the whole time we were in line meeting Moff Gideon, who I'm a fan of from Breaking Bad, more so than actual Star Wars. But while we're waiting for his autograph, I was just she was in the next table to him, and I was just gazing at her. I feel like she gets more beautiful with age, and her hair has changed. I did look it up. She was in a movie last year where she shaved her head, and her hair is actually slowly growing back, and it's like this blonde color, and you'll see a picture of her later on. But I was just and she had a big smile, and she was so nice to the people. For me, that was the definite highlight of the whole weekend. Okay, and we'll be posting pictures of this kind of while we're finishing up here. But Kevin, what was your highlight for you?
I would say the same exact thing what Sean said, because obviously she wanted to see her fans, which was the best part. Like every time she met and greet somebody, she was smiling, joking around with all of them. When we came up to them, same thing. She was joking, smiling, willing to take photos of everybody that she came across with. She didn't have no care in the world. She could be there for 24 hours straight. She'd be happy. And
probably. I think she did spend most of her day there. We saw her take one break.
She did.
And when we asked to get our picture taken, we paid for, we assumed, with 2 people, and we were all together. And she's like, "No, everyone come in." So there were 5 of us that gathered around her, and she was more than happy to take a picture. And I don't know if it was she said or her agent said, if you pay for one picture, we don't care if 200 people get in the picture. So
yeah.
She's a super nice person. Maybe because she's Canadian, I don't know. I remember, I know her from Ant-Man and the obviously Avengers movies. I remember her from Lost, but I have not very great memories from Lost. It was a long time ago. Other things she's been in, I didn't see the Hobbit trilogy, so I don't know anything about that character she played.
You haven't seen that yet?
I have not seen it.
Oh my god.
Neither have I.
Not a fan of the Lord of the Rings, but a fan of her, and like Kevin and I said, she's just a nice person all around, and I've since followed her on Instagram just because she's just a super nice person. That's what you don't want to meet somebody and them destroy like a view you've had of them, because they are like an idol in some people's eyes, and I just thought she was awesome. I really did.
So everyone talks about like a con moment, you know, something that kind of stands out. I know my con moment this time was kind of an employee came over, gave me the piece of pizza, and I was just eating pizza watching Shatner. So what was a con moment for you, Sean?
Probably, actually, other than Evangeline Lilly, seeing this Moff Gideon guy. I'm blanking on his real name.
Esposito. Yeah, Mr. Esposito.
Because I love Breaking Bad. Like, that show I've watched 3 times from start to finish, over and over again, and just seeing that guy in real life, that was the moment for me. Like okay, that was the thing.
Yeah. What about you, Kevin?
For me, it would probably just seeing David Yost, because I used to be a huge Power Rangers fan back in the day when I was a kid. So I remember a few years back, we saw the Red Ranger, so now I saw the Blue finally. So now we got, all I'm gonna see now is the pink and the green next, and that's it, and I'll be happy.
Let me know in the comments down below, what con are you looking for this year? Are you excited that they're bringing them back, or are you gonna hold off for a little bit longer until you feel a little bit more safe? Let me know in the comments down below. Till then, I'm Backroom the Unknown. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. This is Kevin, this is Sean. We'll see you in the next one. Backroom out. See you guys.